Morrissey.
Paul Brown with the yellow helmet, giving it back as Limerick build slowly, methodically. They're looking very sharp. Here's Sean Tobin. First ball in towards the big man, towards Kevin Downs. Limerick have it here. It's Downs that has it. Will he go for the goal? Tremendously blocked down. Great defending by Dublin, and they come away with it. Down towards midfielder. Paul Brown is there, but also Maurice O'Brien. Going long, trying to knock it down. Far as Paul Ryan. There's a chance here for Dublin. There's a great opportunity. Ryan O'Dwyer, lovely little jink inside. Here comes the bullet-like shot, back of the net. Long puck out by Nicky Quaid. Donal O'Grady, doubts about him before the game with a shoulder injury he picked up in the last match. Declan Hannon gets his first touch of the slither. And look where it goes. Straight between the posts. Liam Rush and Wayne McNamara. Getting the puck in was Maurice O'Brien, down far as Alan McCrath. They're gathering around the danger zone. It's a great ball to Ryan O'Dwyer. Oh, bullet! Absolutely stunning goal. 2 shots, 2 bullets, 2 goals. Here comes Declan Hannon. Decides to take the point. Declan Hannon has had 3 opportunities and he scored 3 times. Good play by the young lad from Adair. Sean Tobin, outdone on this particular occasion by his direct opponent. 2-goal hero Ryan O'Dwyer going for his first point. White flag going to be raised. Former Tipperary hurler is the man at the moment in Semple Stadium. David Maloney. Goal for distance again. Chance here for Sean Tobin. Great save by Maguire. Brilliantly batting it out. Paul Schutte. Knocked down for Brian Geary to gather. Under pressure from Ryan O'Dwyer. Still Geary under pressure, serious pressure. It's David O'Callaghan going through. Great save! And it's Ryan O'Dwyer. Hat-trick. But was it a square ball? Referee Brian Gavin seems to say it's okay. We'll watch the action. Here was O'Callaghan. Good save by Nicky Quaid. And Ryan O'Dwyer was there to tap it in. Wayne McNamara. Good control. Aiming for Downs again. Nice stick work by Niall Moran. This is Moran's opportunity to shine. Can he get inside the cover? He can't. It's a free in. Was it inside the large rectangle? I don't think so. Will Declan Hannon go for goal, or will he just take his point? Takes the latter option. 5 points for Declan Hannon. 3 from play, 2 from frees. Wayne McNamara. Limerick beginning to believe in themselves. Hannon from in front of the stand lashes that over the crossbar for his 7th point of the game and his 4th from play. Watch this. Here's a name you're going to hear a lot about. Declan Hannon. Sweet point. Just a little bit worried, Anthony Daly. Peter Kelly goes for distance. into the centre towards Kevin Downs, knocks it back. Right man, right place is Declan Hannon. He won't miss. 9 points for Declan Hannon. Not bad for a Leaving Cert student. Shane Durkin. Kevin Downs. Beautiful rob. Nice turn. How did he do that? Well gathered here. Paul Schutte. Kevin Downs did exceptionally well. Ball dropped down towards Liam Rush, who continues to pose problems. Seamus Hickey tries to get a block in. Goes over first Paul Rye. Staying with him is David Maloney. Difficult angle, not difficult for Paul Rye. Excellent score. He really is. Absolute class. Left and right-handed. David Maloney was left in no man's land. Paul Brown coming in to challenge. Lays it off. Tom Condon should have anticipated well. Sends it back quickly and efficiently. Nobody there with a Limerick jersey. They're there now and they're sniffing. Here's Hammond. What can he do? Goes for the shot. Saved brilliantly. Parried out by Gary Maguire. David Breen underneath it. With Limerick. Seamus Hickey going forward. Great run. Chased by Tracy. Still Hickey. This will be a great score, but I'm afraid it's not going to be. And Hickey goes back again to his position. That's 11 wides for Limerick. 3 opportunities in a row wasted by the Shannonsiders. Comes to Ryan O'Dwyer, who has to come out around midfield to gather possession. Slips it through to Rush, who'll run at the Limerick defence. Gives it back to Ryan O'Dwyer. 4 players converge on him. Still O'Dwyer tries to hook it over the bar, and he's achieved that. That's his first point of the second half, and 3 goals and 2 points in total. There's a little bit of a follow-up between O'Dwyer and others, particularly Paul Ryan as well. Dublin introduce another substitute. Shane Ryan is coming on for Dotsy O'Callaghan. Puck out by Nicky Quaid. Straight down the middle. Picked up on this occasion by Simon Lambert. Down towards David Tracy. Flicking it back. There's a chance here for Shane Ryan. Provided the option. Good understanding and a very good point. They're gonna go for a skyscraper here and bombard, aerial bombardment, but Dublin are equal to the task so far. Back outside. Dara Plunkett. Referee blows the full-time whistle. Anthony Daly has led Dublin not just to a Division 1 league title, but to an All-Ireland semi-final. Full-time score in Semple Stadium. Dublin 3-13, Limerick 18 points.
Throughout this year we've been hit, but we've had setback after setback. We, like there the other day, Conal Keeney's lucky to be alive. Like Stephen Heine, Tomas Brady, Rory Traynor. We've had setbacks the whole year. None of them are going to play a part this year, like, because they're setbacks. And I think out there, like when Limerick came back at us, at the back of my mind, anyway, it was them and what they'd do to be out there in our position. And I said, we can't let that just go by. Like, so, like, fair play to Limerick for coming back. They really put us under pressure, but there was no one going beating us today. We just wanted it, and we were going to die for it. Every single one of the lads out there, like I got man of the match, but I'm accepting it for the rest of the boys. Like they were outstanding.
I decided I was here for a year, right, and that time is up on the 20th of September, and to be very presumptuous of me to be making any statements about it, that's up to the Limerick County Board, and county boards can be a little bit fickle, like one day you want, the next day you're not, and I have a few reports to write, and when they're written on the 20th of September, you know, it will be up then to the powers that be to decide who they want as Limerick manager next year.
All right, we'll chat about Donal and Limerick in a moment, Paul, but what about Dublin? Winning the league, All-Ireland semi-final, hell of a year.
Great year, Des. I suppose at the start of the year they kind of went for the league, they earmarked the league to have a right go at it, and in fairness they pulled it off. Probably disappointed with the performance in the Leinster final, but you know, getting back in now to the All-Ireland semi-final is fantastic. And I suppose they're scoring goals now as well today. They got 3. They wouldn't be renowned for scoring goals, but you know, goals win matches, and I think the goals in the first half today gave them the kind of cushion to retreat.
Were they a better team overall?
I think Limerick will be disappointed, Des. They certainly had their chances. You know, they started off well, they controlled possession, but they were hit for 3, you know, goals in the first half. And you know, to get momentum, then they were always chasing the game, and Dublin always had that 4 or 5 points. Limerick got it back to 2 on a couple of occasions, but Dublin had the space up front then to just, you know, launch the ball and work on it, and they kept the distance between them. But you know, I think Dublin probably would be better equipped going into the semi-final against Tipperary.
Right. John, you liked the way Dublin started off tactically.
Yeah, I suppose before the match, the upset of losing Colin Keeney and Ryan O'Dwyer being pitted at full forward was probably a surprise. Most people thought he'd slug it out with Geary at centre-back. But they positioned him that, and I think you see a clearance coming out here from Paul Schutte, and they seem to play the ball, you know, intelligently into the corners, into the space to try to. They opened up the channels, and like the ball breaks, first to react, Ryan O'Dwyer, you know, steps in and great finish. Like this is something, you know, you put the man in front of goal where you're going to do the most damage. Yeah. Again, we have it coming down here again, and you know, we have a good Limerick man here winning a ball, but for Dublin, Maurice O'Brien sending it in, and the ball is delivered in. Rush is running through here, but see the way Geary has been moved out of centre back. You know, Alan McCrabb has pulled him away, left the space. Now there's free resulting from here, but the very next ball, a similar play happens again. That the channel has been opened up again for the space to run into. Again, the ball is delivered in. Now here again, Geary again out of space. Alan McCrabb has won the race there now to win the ball in huge amount of space to play. He, you know, picks up an easy ball, great foresight, looks across, delivers nearly an inch perfect pass back of the net. Great finish. Yeah. So really they had Ryan Dwyer at the edge of the square where he could do most damage, and as Paul rightly said, goals win matches, and Dublin, you know, I think I realised that, and I understand they played a challenge match against the under-21s, and they specifically went out to get goals. So I mean, it's on their mind. I mean, Brian Geary here is under
was there
pressure
to pull Geary around the place.
Yeah, they pulled him around the place. They opened him up, and for Brian Geary, I suppose he was replaced after this, and you know, he probably felt like, where's the cover? It's a nightmare situation. But you know, Dublin really, you know, were hungry for goals today and set about achieving that and playing the ball tactically into the positions to do so.
And I suppose to credit their defence, they stopped Limerick getting
That's
them
right.
as well. Paul making the point, though, Limerick will be disappointed.
They had a lot of play and put a lot of wides, but they have a new style this year since Donal O'Grady came in. They are playing kind of possession hurling, looking up, playing a sharp ball, finding the men. Now that's lovely when it works, but when you have a kind of defence or very fit players, like look at this here now. This is going out to Wayne McNamara here. He ships a tackle here from Plunkett. It's held up, gives the ball in a little back pass here to James Rinding. He slows down. The ball goes out over the line. Now that ball could have, they're gone there 10 yards in a 3 hand passes. Again, here's the same. Another hand pass across here. Dublin intercepts in. Dublin are very fit. When they get in on the ball, if the ball breaks down, they'll win it most of them. Now here again, like look at this. Now Tom Conlon had a very good game. Tried his heart out. Give a little flip pass here. Another little 3 or 4 yard pass. Here he goes up along here. Ray McNamara is depossessed here. Crash tackle. Here comes Dublin back down the field, and the scores comes off it. Now, when the ball breaks down, Dublin are very fit. They have 2 or 3 around it, and all these Shamazas, they win most of these. Once that's got scrappy. Now, Tom Conlon had a good game, but here he goes 70 yards inside one, gives a little flick pass inside. Here it comes again. Dublin come up, mop it up, and after all that play, they don't get anything. So, like, it's a new style. And here again, like Seamus Hickey, who again had a good game, but did some daft things as well. Here he goes, little flick pass again. Here it is. Gone short, Dublin mop it up again. So, like, when the short game breaks down, it looks very, very poor. Now, to be fair, they're not that long at it, and it's kind of new to them, and they have bought into it, and they have done quite well in it. But against a team like Dublin, it actually suited Dublin because they kind of play in 2s or 3s together. And like today was the day to kind of mix it a bit, and they just got caught in it, I think.
But in the same way, we're saying it's a great year for Dublin.
Listen,
Limerick have moved on well.
If someone said at the beginning of the year that Limerick come out of Division 2, go the whole way, work their way into an All-Ireland quarter-final, they'd be very, very happy. And like, I have no doubt at all that Donal O'Grady will be there next year.
Okay. So when the dust settled in Thurles this evening, the All-Ireland semi-final pairings came out as follows. It's